yesterday for my client in Hawaii, I spoke with the regional maintenance director for a hospital chain. There's 2 on the island. He said that they had pretty big troubles with the one on the south side of the island. It's around 158,000 square feet. They have a bunch of leaks going on, and they want the repairs done pretty quickly. So we're going out there the 30th to give them a quote on that. It should close pretty fast.
Got a appointment today for my client up in Manhattan, New York. It is with a engineering firm, about 30 users. Spoke with the managing partner back in February, called in today, who I thought I was reaching him, but I actually ended up talking with their IT liaison. He handles most of the low-level stuff there day to day, but they're working with an MSP. So he's actually meeting with them tomorrow to discuss some server upgrades. So we're going to meet with him here in about 2 weeks to give him another option. He just open a comparing, see what we can do for him. So it's about 30 users, 1 location, 1 server, engineering firm. So I think we can bring some good stuff to the table. We're going to talk to them over Teams.
Got one today for my solar client out in Phoenix. Was a lead weight from a few months back. Circled back with him. You remember me from our last conversation. He's interested in having us come out there next week, show him how he can save on his utilities and by going solar.
So I got one for my Pennsylvania client. It's a company whose contract is up this summer, so interested in taking a comparison to see what our options look like. About 110 users. They're all virtual servers, and we're going to get them some pricing, see if we can beat their current IT companies' services and their pricing. So it should be a really good conversation. It's not till June 3rd.
Who's got a good one? They want to start us off with. Kaden?
Yeah, I got an email appointment. Originally talked to the owner of a pallet warehouse a couple weeks back. Sent him over an email, and he actually wants us to give him some estimates for his residential house. It's actually a pretty big house, 9,000 square feet. Yeah, exploring different options for a metal roof. So we're going out there tomorrow morning, actually.
That's a pretty good one. All right, who else got one this morning?
Well, I had one yesterday afternoon and one just now, and both of them are for CD Strong. One's at an apartment complex in Valley Park, and the other is at a hotel in the Loop, and these are both pretty much introductory appointments, kind of for the first ones to see about giving the other roofing contractor they use a run for their money, and the second one is about possibly a gutter installation or looking at other solutions for getting rain off their solar roof.
Sure, there's a lot of rain this week, so that's Myles, tell us about yours so we can do that again.
Yeah, so I got one for Manhattan client. I was calling for the managing partner. I ended up talking to the IT liaison. They are meeting with their IT company tomorrow to talk about server upgrades. So he wants another opinion. He wants to chat with us. So set up a Teams call. It's about 30 users, 1 server, 1 location.
Let's go. Raj?
Yeah, I got one for KB Technologies, new client. It was kind of a weird call at first, but it's an in-house IT guy for I guess it's an urgent care center, 5 locations. We're using someone out of like Uganda or something for IT support, or yeah, so kind of weird. But he wants everything under the sun: PCI compliance, vulnerability scanning, pen testing, hardware upgrades at 3 to 5 locations in the next 2 months, cybersecurity stack, you name it, he wants it. So it should be a pretty good one.
Yeah, I got one for my Atlanta client. It is a government facility. Talked to the director over there. She has something in place, currently under contract, but open to exploring. 1 location, 1 server, and 800 users scheduled for the end of the month.
Said 800?
No, 100.
Oh, okay. I was like, that was casual. Is that great one? And I think we got Ev on the board, right? What do we got?
Yeah, 403 got their 3rd for the month. It was with the Calgary. We've been calling this record since 2020, and they are going out for an RFP for managed services.
Let's go. Huge. Anybody else? Did I miss anybody? No? Sweet. Any proposals, closed deals?
I got one for my Greensboro client. It was actually an appointment I set yesterday afternoon. They met this morning with the president of one of the companies, and he does their IT, wants to offload it onto an MSP. My guy said it looks really good. They're meeting tomorrow to go over the proposal and thinks it'll close tomorrow morning. It's give or take around 2,000 MR.
We'll be having a proposal go out for my client in Toledo. It's going to be anywhere from $5,500 monthly recurring to $8,000 monthly recurring.
Let's go.
Powerhouse got 2 out. One's like 40 grand for a car shop. The other is like $240,000 for a elementary school out there.
Soft Fusion closed a project that I set up last month. It's $1,400, just one-time project for Microsoft 365 migration. He said it might turn into some server work and some other cabling items, but that was their first deal. We'll take it.
Sweet.
You ready? Yeah. Got an interesting one today for my client out in Houston. It's actually a residential property. I spoke with the owner of a pallet warehouse and distribution service center. He actually has a residential property of 9,000 square feet close by. We're going to go out there and give him some estimates for 2 different types of re-roofs, shingle roof and a metal seamless roof.
I got an appointment this morning for my client in Fargo. I spoke with a pretty big machine shop out there. It's around 60,000 square feet. They have a couple leaks going on. Said that we usually work with them, but they had some other guys go out there and do some work and they didn't like it, so they want to come back to us. So we're going to go out there next Friday at 1 o'clock. We're doing an inspection, see if we can fix those repairs pretty fast.
So yeah, I got a pretty good one for my client out in Miami today. It's an urgent care center, 5 locations, currently outsourcing to a singular IT guy, helps him with help desk stuff, looking for a bunch of stuff, compliance, PCI, HIPAA, project work, hardware, pretty much wants it all. So should be a great meeting scheduled for next week.